Hello everyone! In today's video, we're going to talk about something a little different from our usual leak discussions, team compositions. As always, everything covered in this video comes from reliable sources. But before we jump into today's topic, running out of stellar jade in Honkai starrail? Don't worry, there's a more budget-friendly solution. Now you can top up in-game safely, quickly, and at a lower price through U7 Buy. And it's not just Honkai starrail, other games are available too, all in one place. Still not sure? No problem. You can check U7 Buy's reviews directly on Trustpilot, so it's transparent and trustworthy. For comparison, 80 oniric shards cost around $100 in the official store, but on U7 Buy, it's much cheaper. The process is also instant. Just select your server, enter your UID, and the balance is delivered straight to your account, no hassle. Don't forget to use code BOOM for a 5% discount. Click the link in my description or pinned comment to visit U7 Buy. Alright, in the previous video, we took a comprehensive look at DLC weapons, and it turns out Acheron isn't the only character getting one. 2 other characters are reportedly receiving them as well. If you haven't watched that video yet, I highly recommend checking it out first. Today, though, we're talking about something completely different, but just as interesting. Several team compositions that can actually perform an infinite loop on the live server. It sounds completely insane, but that's exactly what we'll be breaking down today. So without further ado, let's jump right in. Before we go over each team, let's first explain what an infinite loop actually means in Honkai starrail. This explanation comes from Razor on X. According to Razor, an infinite loop refers to a team that can continue attacking while essentially consuming 0 action value. For example, imagine fighting a boss with 100,000 trillion HP. As long as the conditions for the infinite loop are maintained, you could theoretically defeat that boss without wasting any action value. That's what makes this phenomenon so significant. Yes, some of these setups require incredibly high investment, especially multiple Eidolon 6 characters. But once you build the team, you can basically use that same setup to clear almost any content. And even if the conditions for the loop temporarily disappear because of enemy mechanics or encounter design, those situations will eventually rotate back. So over the lifetime of the game, you'll likely be able to keep using the same team over and over again. That's basically what people mean by an infinite loop. And surprisingly, there isn't just one team capable of doing it. There are currently several known team compositions. Let's start with the first one. The first team is the Castor Ice team. This lineup consists of Castor Ice, Emblade, Tribi, and Luocha. Yes, it's quite different from the standard full remembrance team that most people use with Castor Ice. There are several requirements for the loop to work. First, the battle needs at least 4 enemies. Castor Ice must be at least Eidolon 2. Emblade needs to be Eidolon 6 while using the Eagle Relic set. Tribi also needs to be Eidolon 6 with the Eagle set. E6 Tribi is especially important because after using her ultimate, she immediately performs a follow-up attack. That generates energy much faster, builds stacks for Emblade, and also triggers Luocha's healing field, which in turn helps recharge Castor's ultimate. As for Luocha, the exact requirement is still somewhat unclear. Some players say E0 is enough, while others recommend at least E2. The reason Luocha is used here is likely because his healing field restores HP outside of his own turn, allowing Castor Ice to keep charging her ultimate without waiting for Luocha to act. The second team revolves around Acheron. Unfortunately, information about this setup isn't nearly as detailed. I wasn't able to find the original showcase video. What we do know is that it also uses Emblade and Tribi as its core teammates. Beyond that, I still can't confirm which sustain character is used or the exact Eidolon requirements. The third team is probably one of the biggest surprises. It's built around Jade. a character that's generally considered less meta these days and is mostly used as a sub-DPS, for the Herta apparently has her own looping composition. Technically, though, this is more of a half-infinite loop. In other words, it still consumes a small amount of action value during the rotation. Just like the Acheron team, I couldn't find enough reliable information to fully confirm the complete setup. The fourth team is the Herta team, and this one is by far the most thoroughly documented. The lineup consists of the Herta, M-Blade, Tribi, and Dan Hung PT. Just like before, the battle requires at least 4 enemies. Dan Heng PT uses his signature light cone, which continuously heals M-Blade, allowing him to keep sacrificing HP without worrying about dying. The showcase uses an S5 signature light cone, meaning the healing is roughly twice as strong as S1. Dan Heng PT's Eidolon 1 restores skill points whenever he uses his ultimate. Meanwhile, Eidolon 2 is highly recommended to ensure enough Soul Dragon activations throughout the rotation. M-Blade is Eidolon 6 using an S5 tutorial light cone. Tribi is Eidolon 6 with her signature light cone at S5 while running an energy regeneration rope. All 3 M-Blade, Tribi, and Dan Hung PT use the Eagle Relic set to compensate for rotational inconsistencies and gain additional action advances that keep the loop going. The most surprising part of this setup is actually the Herta herself. In the showcase, she's only Eidolon 2. She uses an energy regeneration rope together with the planar ornament that grants 5% additional energy to stabilize her rotation. And here's the craziest part. The Herta isn't even wearing a relic set. She's only using the planar set alongside the 3-star light cone passkey, which restores 12 energy every time she uses her skill. Finally, we have the fifth and last team. Personally, I think this one's the most interesting. It's built around Himiko Nova. The lineup consists of Himiko Nova, Tribi, Hunt March 7th, and Ting Yun. The enemy requirement remains the same, at least 4 enemies. What makes this team stand out is how relatively affordable it is compared to the previous setups. It only requires 2 limited 5-star characters, Himiko Nova and Tribi. The original showcase comes from Eunice on YouTube. As for the builds, Himiko Nova is Eidolon 2 with her signature light cone at S1. Tribi is only E0 while using DDD at S5. Tingyun also runs DDD S5. The showcase unfortunately doesn't provide detailed information about Hunt March 7th build. What's especially impressive is the total investment. The team only costs 5 limited 5-star while using 2 4-star characters. I know not everyone owns 2 light cones of DDD at Superimposition 5, but compared to the earlier teams that require multiple E6 limited characters, this setup is significantly more accessible. For the builds, all 4 characters use the Von Wack planar set together with the Eagle Relic set, including Himiko Nova herself. And those are the 5 known infinite loop teams currently available. So, what do you think about this whole infinite loop phenomenon? Have you tried any of these team compositions yourself? And do you think Hoyoverse will eventually do something to address this mechanic? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And with that, we've reached the end of today's discussion. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. Don't forget to share this video with your fellow Honkai Star Rail players so they can stay up to date with the latest discoveries. As always, your support through likes and subscriptions means a lot and helps the channel continue creating informative content in the future. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.